Like, completely off for some reason. Is it? Yeah, it's been doing that all day. I don't know if you can hear me right now, but it keeps shutting off. I don't know if it's Twitch or my internet, but this is like the 5th time today. I think it restarted the session, so maybe we're better now? Alright, can everybody hear me? Okay. Yeah, I don't... Like, there's nothing wrong with the weather today, and my internet usually isn't bad. I mean, it can happen like every once in a while where the internet just kind of craps out, but 5 times in 4 hours? Maybe? Might be possible, but like around here, it's like the skies are clear. There shouldn't be any interference yet, at least. Either way, okay, things seem to have started working again, at least. Okay, yeah. That does make sense. Especially if I'm not the only one having problems. But anyway, either way, I'm about to end. I think I'll just finish up talking to everybody and do all my bond points, and then call it a day there. Hopefully the stream lasts until then. Huh, you're manning the store today? Let's find more of these just in case. Get more of these. Alright. Okay. I think everything should be working now. Let's leave it at that. Okay. Let's continue talking to people. So we got Laura, and I think I'm gonna either hang out with... Yeah, it's gonna be either Eustace or Toa. We'll see who I decide to after this. Oh, hello, Reen. It's rare to see you here by yourself. What's up? I actually found myself rather interested in the store's wares, so I decided to browse for a while. I'm surprised at how enjoyable it's been. Should I join her? Yeah, we get what profile stuff from Laura with this. Mind if I join you? Feel free. Maybe this would be a good chance to have you tell me more about the things being sold here. Well, I don't know all that much about them myself. I mean, shouldn't you be talking to the owner about that? Or store clerk? They have a wide variety of items on display, most of which I'm unfamiliar with. Which leads to a question I'd like to ask you, Reen. What sort of goods and accessories do girls my age tend to like? What? I don't think you're asking the right person, Laura. I asked because, well, I've noticed that there's a significant difference between myself and the other girls here. For example, I went shopping with Monica recently, only to find myself searching for equipment to keep my sword in shape. Meanwhile, Monica was fawning over cute accessories and the like. Doesn't this prove that I'm rather strange? Well, you're from different class backgrounds, and for one thing, there's a difference between you already. But even amongst the other nobles, you're a little bit different. Just as I thought. But this is of no issue. If there's something I lack, then all I need to do is take the opportunity to learn. Now tell me, which of these items here would most likely grab a girl's attention? I mean, I'm not exactly an expert on this subject, but... the beans? It's probably the beans, right? Green grabbed a cute mascot plushie and was sitting on the shelf. How about this Mishi Bush? He's a pretty popular character over in Crossbell. Fascinating. He's certainly charming, to say the least. But how about this? Laura grabbed a strap with a blue-haired, muscular man attached to it. This doggy character has a rather gallant look to him, doesn't he? I'm 100% sure that most girls wouldn't have any interest in him. Are you sure? Are you sure about that, Reen? Have you seen most girls these days? Oh, this is more challenging than I had expected. Reen and Laura ended up talking at an assortment of products appealing to Laura's unique taste. Okay. In the end, though, they ended up purchasing the Mushy plushie. Or Mishi plushie, whatever it is. I couldn't be more grateful for your assistance, Reen. If it weren't for you, I'd never have purchased something so nice. That's no problem. That's a problem. Not a problem. Yeah. Still, my grasp of what other girls my age like remains tenuous. Seems I have a long and harsh path ahead of me if I'm ever truly to know. Yeah. You know, you don't have to force yourself to be like everyone else. Because you aren't like everyone else. You are who you are. And that's exactly why we like you. You've given me a lot to think about today. Let me thank you once again. I'd like for us to go shopping again if you ever have the time. Sure, that would be fun. Riz score again. Nice, rank 3. Both got cover. I feel like it really thinks about it. Okay, yeah, Reen's doing a lot better than normal. Okay, now the decision, Toa or Eustace. I kind of want to do Eustace just because he actually shows up on this thing. But look how close he is. I feel like it'd be a waste. I mean, like, if I bring him with me on the underground thing, whatever it's called. If I bring him and probably not Machias. Machias I think has a bit too much. But if I bring no, No, Maki's will definitely rank up because at the end everybody's bond ranks up. So I can bring those two with me and rank them up by going to the old schoolhouse. So I'm not worried about them. The thing that I need to think about is, why does Toa have a Link experience? I don't remember. So I guess Toa. That makes me curious. Student council room. Oh, there they are. Doesn't look like you can hang out with Emma. Say, what is this exactly? The outline for our next work, of course. It's a pure love story focused on boys who've devoted themselves to sports, body, and soul. Okay. Don't worry though. I'll let you join in on the fun too. You'll be happy to let. Oh, you'll be helping me out once I've got the rough draft written up. Her tastes are certainly broad. Okay. Oh, the door's locked. Closed. Yeah. Why does it do that? Every once in a while it just decides to skip something, so I guess we won't be going back there. Student council room is locked. Oh, you're not here? Huh. I don't think you'll be up here. You're not a noble. Where are you then? Did I just run by you and not notice you? Huh. Oh wait, you're not in the student council room. You're in the first floor? Okay. I was really confused there for a second. Completely read the map wrong. Okay, you are... Geez, everybody's in that room. Oh, this is... Oh, I see. This is like where they have discussions, I guess, for the student council and everything. Only one noble in the student council? Huh. That's kind of weird. Definitely not what I'd expect. How's work today, Rean? Are you looking forward to the midterm results announcement as much as I am? Sounds strange to say it, but I am. Look, you're looking pretty busy for someone who's just finished her midterms, though. You bet. Now that the first year's halfway through, we've got a lot to discuss. So much, in fact, that we even reserved this room just to discuss it. Okay. So they don't normally use this room? There's the Academy Festival. Yeah, Academy Festival. Someone wants to use the swimming pool next month. There's the zillion other events. Man, I guess it isn't easy being a student council member. I think you're the last person in the world who'd actually take this advice, but try not to overwork yourself. I guess I'll consider it. Thanks, Reen. She's just as busy as ever. Maybe there's something I can do to help. Sure. We'll see what bond points do with you. Is there anything I can help you with? I've got some spare time, and you seem swamped. Really? That'd be great. It just so happens that our usual note-taker is home nursing a cold today. Would you mind to fill in for her? Convenient. No problem. If there's one thing I can do, it's write notes. Personally, I'd be the last person they want for that. No one could read my handwriting. And so it fell to Reen to jot down every idea, both helpful and harebrained, raised at the student council meeting. After a short parade of exchanged names, shaking hands, and slightly too long eye contact, he got down to business. Well, that should cover everything on the agenda. Neat, it's over. Summer will be here before we know it, so I think the pool should be our highest priority. Agreed. We'll get right on it. We should decide who will be handling each task while we're at it. Then allow me to take charge of the arrangements regarding the pool. I'll get our documents sorted out and hand them over to the requisite instructors. You mean it? Thanks. Let me know if anything comes up. Speaking of which, do you have any updates on what we discussed last month? Just a moment, please. Allow me to gather the necessary documents. She's so good at her job that even the upper class students are hanging on her every word. Isn't she an upperclassman too? I guess she didn't just charm her way into the office. Several similarly riveting discussions later. Okay. The council meeting drew to a close. Yeah, sure, that was very riveting. Thanks for all the help today, Reen. You really didn't need to stay and help me clean everything up, but I'm glad you did. So they all just left and let the student council president clean up? What kind of student council is this? Come on. You're always doing so much for us. I'm just trying to return the favor. You're really something. You know that? The meeting had a ton of stuff to sort out and plan, but you made it look easy. You're like a human student notebook. Thanks. I think you might be exaggerating a bit though. I couldn't get a thing done without the rest of the student council. Not a thing. Really? You probably saw it during the meeting. We were able to sort everything out because everyone brought their ideas and opinions onto the table. I sit in my fancy chair and act out my role as president, but they're the ones doing all the heavy lifting. I never would have thought of it that way. If I'm being honest, I don't know if I'm really suited to being president, but if everyone believes I am, there's no way I can let them down. Even if I can't meet all their expectations, I am to show them that I'm trying. Wow, I guess that's the best anyone in your shoes can do. Still, Toa's at least got that much to guide her. Maybe if I knew what I wanted to do, if I had that kind of purpose, maybe I'd know what kind of man I want to be. Marine? Boop. President Toa stood on her tippy toes, straining with all her might to reach up to a gently pinch Reen's cheeks. Okay. What are you doing? Sorry. You just looked so stone-faced for a second there, I couldn't help myself. You're first year. No need to get ahead of yourself. You got another full year here to figure things out. Wait. You're not psychic, are you? Who knows? I know how hard you've been working, Reen. I can see it as well as anyone, if not better. I don't know what has you so worried, but your answer will come in time. Just take things step by step. I guess. No, you're right. Deep down, I know what she's saying is true. If I start getting desperate, I'm just going to paralyze myself with fear. We still have a lot more stuff to clean up and put away, but once we're finished, I'll make us some tea. That's one way to get me to hurry up. Into our finished cleaning, sat down and enjoyed a lovely cup of tea together. Thanks for the hand, Reen. You're the student council's favorite right now. Just remember, don't push yourself too hard. Muscle in on Big Sistoa's territory, and she'll put you in your place? What? Why do I feel more threatened than thanked? I don't understand that exchange, but alright. I think that's all our bond points. It's 2 o'clock where I'm at. Let's see. The only thing we have left to do today would be do the bike and then the old schoolhouse. Let's get the bike done. I don't think that'll take very long. The old schoolhouse will take a bit of time, so we'll have that do that tomorrow or next week when I stream next. For now, let's get that bike done. And they are over here. Oh, the bike's not there. Hello. Hey there, Reen. Thanks for stopping by. Might I ask where Elisa and Laura are? Those two lovely flowers would do wonders and brighten up this dreary old building. Okay. Let's not make Reen's life even harder than it already is. Sorry, probably shouldn't think out loud. Still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. That aside, your request was for me to assist with testing out the orbital bike, wasn't it? So what will I be doing? Oh please, I could hear you making those vroom vroom noises before you even stepped through that door. I was not. Oh wait, does that mean... Yeah, we want you to ride the orbital bike. Heck yeah. Me? Can't deny that's what I wanted this to be, but never expected it to actually happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when we're actually ready to test. Before we start, however, I want to make sure you have the time. So, how about it? You ready to ride? Yep. Okay, let's ride. Good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. So you're the one who doesn't want to turn. I see. As you might expect, she and the bike are practically symbiotic. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. But because we've tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. Think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with the strangers. Right. I'm really hoping it makes it through this. I make it through this alive. Considering you're gonna be on a bike, I can't turn. And apparently it doesn't ride well. Yeah, that's definitely a fear. Don't scare him now, Angie. Bro's hidden it just fine. What? Bro's ridden it just fine. Okay. But I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner. Which is great. You'll have more objective opinion after you ride. Guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. I mean, look at that. How do you turn it? There's no way to turn it based on where it is, where the handlebars are, how the front of it is, all of that. There's no way to turn that bike. Besides leaning, which isn't a good way to turn, only move side to side. You can lean to turn on when you're moving though, but not when you're stationary like that. And it's definitely not a sharp turn. So what are Toe and Crow doing here? Angie and Jorge told us you'll be doing this. so I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toa's here. Like I said before, this bike's at least practically partially my baby. I think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Quite the analogy there. Thanks. Crow, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Reen. Just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it works great for me. Good advice there. We can build the bike, so stay focused. We can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right, thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. He's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. They're nowhere near the same. I'm sorry to tell you, but riding a horse and a bike are completely different things. So have fun. Thank you, Angelica. That helps. Won't let you down. Even riding a bicycle and a motorcycle are completely different. Okay then, which should be that should be just about everything you need to know. You really gonna off-screen the information? I think I get it now. 3 things you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears, and completely stop. Correct? It sounds like a first day of the riding motorcycle test in school. That's right, we want to see how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the bike proper, though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. First, the engine's simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle and then slowly, steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch slowly and steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next is switching gears. Before switching gears, make sure you firmly pull the clutch quickly and firmly. Okay. Once you shift gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. I can do that. Last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle, apply the bike's both wheels in front and back. When you want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly in the front wheel and lightly in the back wheel. That should bring you to smooth stop. Wait. You don't want to immediately push the front brake. Trust me. Especially if you're going full speed. That's just asking to flip. But I believe the front brake is a stronger brake, so you don't need to actually put a lot of pressure on that front brake. That's like 70% of your braking power on that front brake, so you don't want to just push it down. You want to, release the gas and the clutch, and you should just like slow down on your own. I'm talking about riding a bike, and then push it, slowly apply the other brakes as you go. Depends on how quickly you want to stop though. Strongly front, lightly in the back, to the back. It's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. That's the way. This is all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly though. So, what do you say? Ready to go? You bet. Oh, okay. I was gonna ask how I'm floating there somehow, but alright. Right then, first starting up the engine. Wow, it's pretty intense. Kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first rode a horse. What kind of horse were you riding? I'm really curious. Right, let's push these nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so I pull the clutch lever, shift the first gear, and twist the throttle. Now that I've done that, all I need to do is let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What exactly did she say again? Okay, so they're gonna ask me questions. Quickly and firmly, no. Release the clutch slowly and steadily. Whenever you release the clutch, you want to kind of ease it out. So, yeah. Now we're talking. This is great. Oh no, there's a turn coming up. There he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it. Hopefully. You don't have a helmet or any protective gear either. And you're on the wrong side of the road. Probably not for you guys, but for us, yeah. Wow, this feels amazing. I'm amazed at just how stable and smooth the ride is, too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm getting used to the speed now. Let's try switching gears. First I need to roll off the throttle, then I need to pull in the clutch and change the gears, then release it. Angelica told me I had to handle the clutch a specific way during all of this. What was it again? Pull in quickly, release slowly. Alright, I need to pull the clutch in quickly and firmly, change gears, and then after that, I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. Here we go. Perfect. Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, fun's got to come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? I hope nobody's learning how to ride a bike from this, because strongly in the front, lightly in the back is how you flip. But alright. Also, you never want to just, unless something's in front of you, you very rarely want to put full brakes on when you're on a bike. You want to try to ease into it. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, the answer I believe they gave was strongly in the front and lightly in the back. Pretty sure Angelica said strong in the front and light in the back. I stopped almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. You stopped on a turn? Again, another thing if anyone wants to be riding a bike. You never stop on while you're turning. That's how you flip your bike, or roll over. You gotta stop in a straight line, always. So if you're gonna be stopping, if you have to stop and you're on a turn, you continue going straight forward. And stop that way. You don't turn while you're doing it. This thing is incredible though. Feels like I'm still riding along, even though I've come to a stop. But I guess I gotta snap out of it eventually, the others are waiting for me. How are you gonna turn around? Better head back now. You're not turning around. I guess that makes sense. You can't turn with a bike. Welcome back, Green. Oh, how was it? I'm amazed to say the least. Sheer speed and the engine vibration, and the feeling of the wind as you ride along. I've never experienced anything like it. No amount of horse riding could have ever prepared me for this. Wow. Guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy, trying to act all calm and composed, but his face is just screaming, "Let me go back out and ride." Plain as day. Seems like you handled it really well too, based on your report. I have to admit, I didn't expect these kinds of results out of you. It's a pretty unwieldy machine. It's even more impressive considering that it was his first ride with her, too. Nice to know that I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. You should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honor. Now, we need to hear some more detailed impression of each phase. But let's do that back at the engineering building. Good plan. They have so much fun with this. Maybe too much. Who knows how you got it inside this building too? Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. No, excuse me. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to be sure to tell Elisa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing orbital bikes. Elisa's mother is the chairman of the Brantford group, isn't she? I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Rogner and Brantford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, they're both big names in Roar, right? Yeah, Angie's dad is one of the group's biggest shareholders, too. Oh, they are pretty close. I don't know if close is the word I would give that. Well, now you know. Lisa's mother provided the engine and number of other parts for the bike, too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right. Although whether or not Brantford will actually mass produce the bike is entirely different matter. Their biggest goal is to turn a profit, so the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're currently trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today, you were a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Looks like you got it. Guess my first impressions of you were right on the mark. I haven't properly thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. Here's a little token of my thanks. Dragon Vein. Are you sure about this? Seems like quite valuable quartz. Of course. I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Reen. Thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like it if you help us out. Next time, we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. Whoa, Reen. Hold up. There could be important plans. I don't know if I'm that interested in this. Alright, yeah, that's that. Anything to... Let's see what that quartz is. Increase Sebeth dropped. EP, EP recovers on field and enemies drop more Sebeth. Okay, so it's just good. Just better. What happens if I give multiple people that? Should I remove some of these? No, I think we're fine. I don't know who my next group is going to be. We'll find out, and I'll move stuff around then. But anyway, alright. The next and last thing we're going to be doing is the old schoolhouse. For at least this time of day. I think there's going to be stuff afterwards. Usually there's an afternoon thing. So, I'll just head over here. And we'll deal with all this tomorrow. Or, I say tomorrow. Next time. Which will be in a bit. Sure, no, let's put it here. Hopefully I remember that. But anyway. Yeah. Stretch. looks like we're at 31 hours. We just probably a quarter of the way through chapter 3. I don't know how long each of these chapters are going to be. But yeah. Should almost be halfway through based on the time. But anyway. That'll be that. Let's end this. So yeah, let's see. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, next week, I don't think I have anything major going on. So stream should be normal. I'll have to double check though. But yeah, I should be able to stream normally on Saturday and Sunday next week. We should finish chapter 3 and start chapter 4, I believe. I don't know how long the chapter's going to be, but I'm starting to get a little faster going through the chapters, I feel like. Yeah, if you enjoyed, you can watch these. If you feel like you missed anything, you can watch little bits and pieces as I cut them up into more digestible portions on YouTube. I believe I'm putting them around 30-minute bits, split up the streams that way. So that'll be on Luminiferous Quack on YouTube. If you enjoyed what you saw, please follow me on both the Twitch Luminiferous Quack and YouTube Luminiferous Quack. If you want notifications, like if I change my plan on streaming, or if something comes up, or if I'm about to start streaming, getting all those notifications, you can follow my Twitter, or X, if you want to call it that, Luminiferous Q. And yeah, I mostly just let you guys know if I have videos coming out, or when I'm starting to stream, and if things change like that. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Had a good time today. There's a lot. I wish, stream just wouldn't stop turning off on me, but, oh well. That'll be it for today. Have a good one, everybody. Take care of yourselves. All right, recording done. That's it for today. You don't have to go home. You can't stay here. You know that whole deal. See ya.